Right now at noon, the final push on Capitol Hill to vote on President Trump's spending bill. The debate happening right now and when a vote could be expected. On the stand in Bowling Green, a former girlfriend of Brooks Houck's brother. What she had to say about Nick Houck's whereabouts when Crystal Rogers disappeared. And remembering an icon in the horse racing industry. The impact and legacy of Dwayne Lucas right now at noon. And you are taking a live look at the Senate floor where the clock is ticking as senators scramble to hash through the massive spending and tax bill. Good afternoon. I'm Gabriel Gonzalez in for Brooke Hash. President Trump's so-called One Big Beautiful Bill puts many of his campaign promises into action, including no taxes on tips and overtime, plus an increase in funding for the border. But amid concerns for cuts to Medicaid and the bill's overall price tag, passing the bill through the Senate is far from a slam dunk, even with a 3-vote Republican majority. ABC's Christian Cordero has the latest from Washington.
It's a marathon day on Capitol Hill as President Trump's loyalists sprint towards the 4th of July, the self-imposed deadline to pass the massive tax and spending bill.
Clerk will call the roll.
Ms. Alston-Brooks.
The bill pushes Trump's legislative agenda forward, fulfilling campaign promises like no taxes on tips and overtime, plus roughly $4 trillion in tax cuts. Senate Majority Leader John Thune today arguing the middle and working classes depend on the cuts.
If we don't do this, they're going to face a $600 billion tax increase. That's what we're talking about.
To pay for the tax cuts, the bill takes big slashes to Medicaid. According to the nonpartisan Congressional Budget Office, the latest version of the bill could strip health insurance coverage from more than 11 million Americans over the next decade.
It's outrageous, cutting people's health care, causing people to get sicker and to even die, just to give tax breaks to billionaires.
As for the price tag, the CBO estimates over the next decade the bill will add at least $3.3 trillion to the national debt, drawing criticism from some fiscally conservative Republicans.
Maybe we have to judge the effects of the big, not-so-beautiful bill by looking at what happens to the debt next year.
The Voterama is expected to last several hours, and when it ends, we expect to see a final Senate vote on the bill. Senate Republicans can only afford to lose 3 votes. Then, if it passes, the revised version goes back through the House for approval. The original text only passed the House by 1 vote. Christian Cordero, ABC News, Washington.
And if the bill passes the Senate, the House is expected to vote on those changes on Wednesday. Well, 2 IRS agents and a former girlfriend of Nick Houck on the stand this morning as the trial of Brooks Houck and Joseph Lawson enters its 2nd week. The 2 agents were part of the search at the Houck family farm in August of 2020. Also testifying was Amber Bowman. She was dating Nick Houck, Brooks's brother, at the time of Crystal Rogers' disappearance. She told jurors she and Nick were supposed to be moving the day Crystal went missing, but he was not around and did not answer his phone. We will have a closer look at Amber's testimony and the rest of today's proceedings tonight at 9 on WHAS11+. New at noon, Metro ABC and the bar 21st in Germantown have reached a settlement following violations of underage drinking and over-service. Metro ABC suspended sales at the bar earlier this month. Under the settlement, 21st in Germantown will serve a 30-day closure, permanently surrendering its 4 a.m. license and operate no later than 2 a.m. once it reopens. The business also agreed to plead guilty to the violations and paid $10,000 in fines. All right, well, let's get you some weather now. We are joined by meteorologist Taylor Stephenson because, Taylor, it's looking like we're going to need that umbrella kind of for the rest of the day.
We will. After what was a pretty dreary morning for some of us, seeing some heavy downpours in the mix of everything here across Kentuckiana. What we're talking about for right now is cloud cover and a few showers that are starting to pop up here across the area right around noon. But I'm watching for more thunderstorm activity to really get going around 1 to 2 p.m. today. After what was a mild start, we're now in the lower 80s, so slow to climb into the rest of this morning into the early afternoon. 81 now in Louisville, 79 in Madison, 82 in Frankfort, and 77 as you head up into Bedford. Now today, I'm watching looking for this very slow-moving cold front. This will be the catalyst for the showers and thunderstorms we'll have later on today, and even some morning showers and thunderstorms for your Tuesday as well. For the rest of the day, highs will be in the middle to upper 80s, but you can see thunderstorm chances in the mix between now and about 8 p.m. tonight. After that, we get a little bit of clearing and temperatures dropping off into the upper 70s. So overall, warm, muggy, with the opportunity for some afternoon showers and thunderstorms that may become rogue severe. I'll give you a look at what to expect in terms of the severe weather threat today. Plus, I have some really good news for this holiday week. Much clearer, but much hotter as we round out the week. I have your full forecast in about 10 to 15 minutes. Back to you.
All right, thank you, Taylor. Moving on, legendary horse trainer Wayne Lucas has died at 89. According to his family, the Hall of Famer passed away peacefully at his Louisville home after battling a severe infection. Born and raised in Wisconsin, Lucas began his career as a basketball coach, but made a transition into horse racing, becoming one of the greatest trainers the sport has ever known. He made the switch from quarter horses to thoroughbreds in 1968 and won his first Kentucky Derby with winning colors in 1988.
When you win that first one, you get all puffed up, you come back to the barn and you say, gosh, I just won the Kentucky Derby, and what a great thing. And you really think it's you, and you soak it up.
Lucas would go on to win 3 more derbies with horses Thunder Gulch in 1995, Grindstone in 96, and Charismatic in 99. Even later in life, he wasn't done, capturing his 7th Preakness with Seize the Gray. WHAS11's Clarice Shaley spoke with racing fans about his legacy.
The call closing spring races at Churchill Downs.
I like the 8 better than I like the 7 because I want to beat the odds.
Yeah, it's been in my family since I was young.
A day that now marks the loss of one of the greatest horse trainers in the world.
Many hear of the passing of horse racing icon Wayne Lucas while here at Churchill Downs,
honoring him with a moment of silence and playing My Old Kentucky Home.
It's pretty sad. Monumental person in the horse industry for sure.
They lost a great guy and a great trainer, a great horseman.
Lucas began making his mark on horse racing in the 80s and never looked back.
26 minutes to post.
He's an 11-time champion trainer who mentored many others who followed in his footsteps.
I don't know horse racing outside of Wayne Lucas being in it.
Darren Rogers works for Churchill Downs and has had the chance to get close to the legend he calls coach.
But he always had a positive attitude, so he wouldn't want any of us to cry. He was dedicated to his craft. No stone left unturned. I mean, everything had to be done a certain way, and you repeat it over and over. There's reasons for that.
On this very track, Lucas won 4 Kentucky Derbies and 5 Kentucky Oaks.
It's Thunder Gulch. Lucas wins it.
For Rick Coulter's family,
This shows the owner, James R. Coulter. That was my father right there.
who won a race at Ellis Park in Henderson, Kentucky back in 1979.
And there's the name of the horse, Werla's Baby.
Lucas will always be special to them.
We come here just to enjoy the atmosphere, and whenever he was here, it was part of the atmosphere. Sad.
A Churchill left heartbroken.
You won't feel him here physically, but you'll feel his presence all the time.
But know his legacy lives on with those carrying on the dedication to the craft. In Louisville, Clarice Shaley, WHAS 11 on your side.
In a statement, the CEO of Churchill Downs wrote, "We will miss his humor, his wisdom, and his unmatched capacity to thrill the fans with the performances of his horses on our sport's biggest days." A private service for Lucas will be held for family with a larger celebration of life to follow. When new at noon, one man is in custody after a deadly shooting in Bullitt County. Kentucky State Police say the Pioneer Village Police Department called them in to help with this investigation on Pioneer Trail early Sunday morning. KSP says 33-year-old Aaron Welker was killed in that shooting. Troopers arrested Kent Russell, who was at the scene when they arrived. He's charged with murder. In Louisville, Metro Police are looking for suspects in a shooting on 33rd Street in the Parkland neighborhood. Officers arrived around 2 in the afternoon when they found 2 men who were shot. Both men were taken to the hospital where they are expected to survive. And 2 men were also shot at a large party in Old Louisville. This was early Sunday morning. Metro Police say it happened around 1:30 on South Floyd Street. Both men were taken to the hospital and they are expected to survive. Investigators believe the shooting happened after an argument broke out at a party in that area. And if you know anything about either one of these shootings or have pictures or videos, you're asked to call that anonymous tip line at 574 LMPD.